Every coin is more than just a piece of metal. It's a time capsule, a whisper from the past. From the mighty Roman denarius, to rare Mughal rupees, to modern-day commemoratives and digital tokens, each one carries a story of kings, empires, revolutions, and art. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this is the place where history meets hobby. Welcome to Numis Nerd. Unlock the world of coins.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to explore the fascinating story of the Rhode Island coin, a small piece of metal that carries with it a very big history. By the end of this video, you will know how this coin came to be, why it was made, and why even today it is considered one of the most symbolic pieces of early American currency. Rhode Island may be the smallest state in the United States, but its role in American history is huge. It was one of the original 13 colonies and played a vital role in trade, shipping, and the growing movement toward independence. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Rhode Island became a center of maritime activity. Its merchants and sailors connected the colony to ports all over the Atlantic world. To support this busy economy, Rhode Island began using and producing its own forms of money. At first, this meant paper bills and tokens, but eventually coins also entered the picture. One of the most famous coins connected with Rhode Island is the Rhode Island Ship Token, often simply called the Rhode Island coin. This coin was issued in 1778, right in the heart of the American Revolutionary War. At that time, the colonies were fighting desperately to free themselves from British rule, and every symbol of independence carried great importance. On one side, the coin shows a ship sailing on the ocean. This was not random decoration. The ship represented Rhode Island's identity as a colony built on trade, seafaring, and connections to the wider world. On the other side, the coin displayed symbols of liberty and freedom, reminding everyone who saw it the cause of independence. This coin was not only money used in trade. It was also a message. During the Revolutionary War, producing a coin like this was a bold statement. It told the people of Rhode Island and the American colonies that they could control their own destiny. The ship sailing forward symbolized progress, movement, and the courage to go into unknown waters, while the imagery of liberty reminded everyone of the fight against British control. In a way, the Rhode Island coin was a pocket-sized piece of propaganda, carrying a message of freedom in every transaction. To understand why this was so powerful, we need to look closely at the year 1778. The war had already been raging for 3 years. Rhode Island had become a key location in the conflict because of its coastline and harbors. In fact, 1778 was the year when the French fleet arrived to support the American colonies. This alliance gave new hope to the Revolution, and the Rhode Island coin reflected this spirit of optimism. Holding one of these coins meant more than having currency. It meant carrying a reminder that independence was possible and that the struggle was worth continuing. The Rhode Island coin also tells us something about how colonies used symbols. In times of war, people need reminders of what they are fighting for. The coin became one of those reminders. Imagine a shopkeeper receiving one of these tokens, or a sailor carrying one in his pocket. Each time it was exchanged, it carried not only economic value but also emotional value. It reinforced the idea that the colonies were building something new, a nation free from British control. As time passed and the Revolutionary War came to an end, many of these coins disappeared from circulation. Some were lost, others were melted down, and only a few survived. This is what makes the Rhode Island coin so rare today. For collectors and historians, each surviving example is like a time machine, a direct connection to the Revolutionary era. In the modern world, these coins have become treasures. Collectors search for them, and when they appear in auctions, they can sell for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Museums often display them alongside other artifacts of the American Revolution, because they are not only beautiful pieces of metal but also powerful historical documents. Each scratch and mark on these coins tells a story of travel, trade, and the lives of the people who once held them. Some collectors even call the Rhode Island coin one of the most symbolic pieces of early American numismatics. Numismatics is the study of money and coins. And in that field, symbolism is just as important as value. The Rhode Island coin may not be large, but what it represents independence, freedom, trade, and resilience makes it priceless in the eyes of history. So what does this little coin teach us today? It shows us that history is not only written in books or recorded in battles. Sometimes it is captured in the objects people used in daily life. Something as ordinary as a coin can tell us about the hopes, dreams, and struggles of an entire generation. For Rhode Island, the coin is a reminder of its role in the birth of a nation. For America as a whole, it is a symbol of the courage and determination that led to independence. And so, the Rhode Island coin remains more than just an artifact. It is a story frozen in metal, a reminder that even the smallest things can carry the weight of a nation's history. A simple coin, but one filled with meaning, value, and legacy. Thank you for watching the story of the Rhode Island coin. If you enjoyed learning about it, please give this video a like. Share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more historical stories. Until next time, take care and keep exploring history.